Yeah, that's interesting. One thing that just off the top of my head that I feel like would be blocking me. It's like we talked about before. We're thinking about relocating down south, someplace warmer by the ocean. And when I was at a wellness gala not too long ago, there was a psychic advisor, and I spoke with her, and she said she doesn't see us moving. No. And she said she doesn't see us moving anyplace south. And actually, it kind of really, ever since then, it's kind of really bothered me because I'm really passionate about moving someplace warm and by the ocean soon.
She seemed very influenced by what was portrayed by the...
Yeah, I feel like almost like that's pushing against my energy of free will wanting to go.
Sure. Okay. So when you think about that experience, right, these experiences can affect you. And it can cause you guys to lose sleep, which that's not what we're here to do, is to cause people to lose sleep.
Right.
And just tune into the experience and of her saying you can't do this, you can't do that. What do you feel how energy works is that it's being stored in your body. It's stored in your system somewhere. Where do you feel that right now if you think about the experience?
Well, I probably feel it somewhat in my gut, but I do feel something in my shoulders. I'm not sure if that's what it is, too, but I probably in both areas.
Okay, so let's actually, I'm actually going to do it, and then I'm going to actually teach you the basics how this works. So think about the experience.
Okay.
And think about deleting the effects of the experience. Okay? And then just shift your attention to the midline for a second. So what you're doing is you're giving your biocommunication systems an energetic command or instruction to delete the experience. So from my end, when you're watching me, I'm simply doing that, giving you instruction. Your body, your energetic system is receiving it, and once it agrees to it, it receives it. It gives it the. So now check your stomach area. How does it feel?
My stomach feels a little better. I still feel something in my shoulders, which maybe that was something different. But I think I have a hard time focusing on things. Like I may possibly have that ADD. A friend of mine.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
So when you think about not being able to focus, right? A lot of this is your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating energy imbalance. So what you're doing is you're clearing up those thoughts as well. So when you think about not being able to focus, where do you feel the energetic response that your body gives you?
Okay, okay, here. I'm delivering here.
Well, you have that many children, it's going to be a little harder to focus.
Yeah, it is. Hold on, let me see if I can get him to go on upstairs. Here, want to go back up to your game? Okay. He's got a game he's playing upstairs.
Okay, cool.
I think the lack of focus feels like it's in my head. It feels like, just in general, all inside my head, almost like a sense of static.
Okay, so think about deleting the effects of not being able to focus out of your life experiences. So what we're doing is we're giving a energetic instruction where we're deleting the effects of those experiences, the accumulated effects, which means that every time you have that experience starts to compound. So by giving that instruction to yourself, you delete it. Okay, and now check your head. How does your head feel?
Still feel a little like that, but I think I was distracted by Colin.
Okay. Do you still feel the distraction right now, or do you still feel the whatever that's not being able to focus right now?
Not as much, though. No.
Okay. So what is this? Is again, we have this ability to clear things out, but not very many people know how to use it. And I'm simply teaching people things that they already have in themselves, and just helping them act.
Okay, so now I was reading on your website, ChineseEnergetics.com.
Sure.
You have information there about, and we mentioned before, Reiki and NLP and hypnosis or hypnotherapy and a few different modalities. Is Chinese energetics a modality in itself, or is that kind of a combination of those?
Yeah, you want to think about Chinese energetics as a lot of the best practices from China, and the NLP, the hypnotherapy. That's my personal experience that I've been trained in these areas. And I do combine a lot of the Eastern disciplines with the Western practice.
The question I would have is, if you have somebody, I saw some testimonials online, I saw some videos that you have on YouTube, and I guess on your website they were also showing people you're working on them, and one woman in particular had her back really hurt her, and she couldn't bend over. She was right on your homepage of your website. And for when you're working on somebody, do they have to... I know certain modalities people have to believe in what's being done to them, or understand it, or feel like they're connected to it. Is there, or could you do it to somebody who just is kind of like a little kid who's not really paying attention? Like how does that work?
Like communicating to their bioenergetics, and you're feeling for that energetic imbalance. And once you feel energetic imbalance, you just make the correction, and the correction is an energetic switch that gets flipped from on to off. And by giving the instructions internally within yourself, the other person receives the instructions. And that's why people can feel the relief. So oftentimes what you do is you check with the person, and you're like, how you feeling after that? And then they're, with those videos, or in person, or remotely, like what we're doing right now, you can feel the shifts.
Mike's sitting here right now. You could see Mike on your film, right?
Yeah, I can see Mike.
Okay, now, if Mike has something wrong with him, or just even energy-wise, could you feel that without him saying, his neck hurts or something's bothering him?
Yeah, I can instruct everybody on how to do this. Because if you were to, say, talk to Mike, even if you, obviously, because you guys are married, you guys will have a better, we might know each other even better, but if you never met Mike before, and if you were talking to him on the phone, or it could be just not known this person before, what you could do is you could just scan his body from his head all the way down to his feet, and then from the scanning process, you can immediately feel an imbalance in his areas. And when you feel the imbalance, then you just make an instruction. Give an instruction to make the correction.
Paul, it's great being here with you today. We got over the whole Skype thing, so that was pretty cool. Maybe you could just tell us, how people can find out more information about you, or any programs that you may have available, your website.
Sure. They can find information about my upcoming classes at www.chineseenergetics.com. Okay. For anybody that wants to email me directly, it's paul@chineseenergetics.com.
Okay. And
my classes are usually on Saturdays and Sundays from 1 to 5 Central Time, 2 to 6 Eastern Time. And I have if you can't attend the classes, I have a home study course. And the home study course, it's a downloadable report of my Foundations 1 class. So by going to the home study course, you'll be able to learn everything from the Foundations 1 teleclass, the Foundations 2 teleclass, building on what you learned and really accelerating what you learned that, and being able to give you a lot of different perspectives to look at the same correction, so you can go even faster. And then the Foundations 3 really is about how to be more inner Zen-like, or have the Zen that you perceive that a lot of gurus have, by using this type of practice, so you don't have to meditate in a cave for your entire life. That's my most popular classes, and I will be having more specialty classes to teach people how to do this in different applications. If it's for children or for animals, something like that, that would upcoming in the future.
Okay. Great. So go to your website, ChineseEnergetics.com, and then all the information is on there about the teleclasses and the downloadable information as well, correct? Great. Exactly. Well, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate you coming to us via Skype from Chicago.
All right. Thanks very much.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Paul. Thank you.